Okay, so we're live here.
It might, yeah, but let's go into YouTube because it might not be like into the.
Actually, it is live.
Oh, it is.
Here we
Okay.
go.
I'm turning off. It never had the sound.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it on the video now just so you're not on. Okay, ready?
Okay.
I do want to check to see if the video sound is coming through. So I'm gonna turn on that sound. And let me go. I have my headphones set on so that I can listen in on the screen.
So would they be? They should be able to hear this right now, right?
I think I think it's still on your sound because I was hearing myself talk and I don't
So
think
Are there things about soccer that bother you?
I mean, I really don't want to compare the bad things of other sports to, what I hope soccer doesn't, turn into. But, I mean, there's things, you don't want it to be a political arena, a political arena, a political arena.
Change the channel. Are you on 10 yet? Fuck the place up, 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 fuck the place up.
Now this is Lion King doing a Yankee thing in a big small swing. Do it, child. Have mercy. The gunman in a the party, and everybody feel irie, and everybody just follow me, follow me, follow me. Have mercy. The whole of we in a the party, and everybody look.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Hello.
Turn to channel 10.
The Americans are man up. Independence Day. Change the channel.
Are there things about soccer that bother you?
I mean, I really don't want to compare the bad things of other sports to, what I hope soccer doesn't, turn into. But, I mean, there's things, you don't want it to be a political arena, a political arena, a political arena.
Change the channel. Are you on 10 yet? Fuck the place up, 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 fuck the place up.
10.
Now this is Lion King doing a Yankee thing in a big small swing. The gunman in a the party, and everybody feel irie, and everybody just follow me, follow me, follow me. Have mercy. The whole of we in a the party, and everybody look.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Hello.
Turn to channel 10.
The Americans are man up. Independence Day. Change the channel.
Are there things about soccer that bother you?
I mean, I really don't want to compare the bad things of other sports to, what I hope soccer doesn't, turn into. But, I mean, there's things, you don't want it to be.
Dímelo, mi gente, ¿cómo estamos? Oh my goodness, we have 164 people right now on this live stream. We are live in Washington, D.C., not at the Kennedy Center because I didn't get an invite, so, but things happen, Pero aquí estamos at 1360 Oakey Street Northeast in Washington, D.C. at the People's Watch Party here, hosted by Gorilla FC. Where is football? And Saturday's football. And, of course, yours truly, Travel Football Fan. I know I'm kind of having a little bit of a shadow right now, but this is pretty much the setup that we have here. We got the draw happening behind us. So, again, thank you so much for joining us. If you type in the chat which team you're supporting. Let's start with that right off the bat. Hopefully the sound is nice and crisp on your end, and, of course, the video here as well. So, listen, chat, this is one of the biggest days of this 2026 World Cup. We're finally going to know the groups for this tournament. Remember, we have 48 teams this time around, even though we still don't know where 6 of these teams are going to be, 4 from Europe, 2 from the Intercontinental Playoff. But basically, we're here. We're finally at a date where we can say the World Cup is finally here. 188 days to go until the start of this tournament. So, again, I want to thank Saturday's football. Let me go ahead and remove my hat right here to see if this looks a lot better. There we go. I think that looks a little bit better. So, of course, I want to thank Saturday's football, Where is Football, and Guerrilla FC right here. We're hosting this watch party in D.C. We got some folks coming in, I believe, right now. Look, we got surprised by the snow this morning. You probably saw it on my Instagram stories. Random snowstorm decided to appear here in D.C., so how to use the chancleta, get the snow out of the car, and, of course, drive safely here into D.C. So, again, chat, let me know who you're cheering for during the 2026 World Cup. We're seeing here some comments. Colombia, Portugal, Mexico, Canadá, Palestina, even though, unfortunately, couldn't make it, pero siempre en nuestros corazones, Argentina, Croacia. Oh, my goodness. May the best team wins. No, absolutely. So, chat, what's going to happen today is that, of course, we have the actual event being shown right behind my screen. Of course, we cannot fully show it for legal reasons, and, don't want them FIFA attorneys from Miami coming at me. Pero, for the first 45 minutes, there's going to be the fluffiness, the speeches, performances, I'm going to save you from seeing all that. So instead, for the first 45 minutes, we're going to be talking about what are we expecting from this draw, what are some potential groups of death, travel plans, right? Again, this is a travel channel that just happens to talk about the 2026 World Cup. So let's talk about and answer some of your travel questions. Of course, right off the bat, you should not be expecting any snow next summer. If there really is snow, I think we're in a lot more trouble than what we thought. So that would be GG's for humanity in that respect. So that's where we're at right now. So for the first 45 minutes, it's going to be all the hoopla and whatnot. Probably they're going to run probably behind like 5-10 minutes late just because Trump might say some few words, unfortunately. We'll just have to leave it at that. But once the draw begins, which, again, will be expected to be around 12:45 Eastern Time, 9:45 a.m. Pacific Time, that's when then you're going to see the camera switch back and forth between myself and, of course, the screen as we see where the teams are going to land. Now, it is important to note that today we will not know the entire schedule, okay? Ideas de la FIFA, se les ocurrió hacer esto, all right? Today we're going to know the groups. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern, so a levantarse temprano, have some breakfast, have the cafecito right next to you, which, by the way, you can support all this work that we're doing today by buying me a cup of coffee, or 2 or 3 for that matter. Buymeacoffee.com/TravelFutbolFan. Support me however you want. Always, always appreciate it. So, again, tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern, we're going to have the full schedule revealed by FIFA. We don't know if it's going to be like a full drop of the schedule or if they're going to create another show where they're going to, like, slowly drag out the schedule reveal, and then maybe it might take about an hour or so. At least that would be my estimate for us to finally know the schedule. So if you haven't taken today off from work, get out of work, right? You need to see where the groups are going to be. If you haven't requested Monday off from work, I would highly recommend you do that, because you're going to need about 48 to 72 hours to plan all your travel. That's, of course, if you have your tickets already. Sunday, you're probably not going to church. Pídele perdón al Padre. You can go ahead and confess next week that, you had to book your travel for the World Cup, because you're going to need the time. Because these tickets, even though the FIFA marketplace right now, the resale marketplace is closed right now, even though Phase 3 won't begin until December 11, we're basically in this holding pattern where you could book your travel if you have your tickets. If you ended up being lucky, you got a ticket, say, to Houston, and the team that you want to go see it happens to play on that specific match in Houston. Boom, te pegó la suerte. Then you can go ahead and start booking your travel. But for the rest of us, who either haven't been able to buy tickets, like yours truly, or you have a ticket, but dang, it ended up being for another team. Now you need to reorganize your tickets. I know that the travel piece is going to come in a little bit later. Let me go ahead and check out some of the comments. So again, please drop your questions and comments in the chat. Right now, we have 271 people tuning in. This is the biggest live stream that we have ever done. As you can see here, we're here in Washington, D.C. For the draw. Again, this watch party being hosted by Guerrilla FC, Where is Football, and Saturday's Football, emceed, of course, by yours truly. So let's go ahead. Argentina in Group J. If Argentina's in Group H, you know it's rigged. So, yes, let's talk about Group H because that is one of the most hotly debated topics right now regarding this draw. If you look at Group H, okay, there are 2 games in Miami, 2 games in Atlanta, and then the final match day 3 is going to be one in Guadalajara and then the other one in Houston. So, of course, for many Argentinians, they are insisting that they're going to be in Miami. So unless, Infantino or Chiquitapia told them something that they didn't tell me, that would mean that Argentina would probably get 2 home games in Miami if they miraculously land in Group H. So I think the conspiracy is there, right? I know a lot of people have been speculating about where teams are going to be placed. If Argentina does indeed land in Group H, I think a lot of people are going to see this World Cup as rigged, as a sham, because what do you mean out of all the groups that Argentina could have landed, they landed in the one group that has 2 Miami games in it. Of course, there are some other groups that do have Miami games as well, but, for example, here I'm going to hopefully, you should be able to see the chart on my screen. Let me see here if it shows up. No, it's not showing up right now. Okay, I'm not sure why that is the case. We'll go ahead and try to fix that in a minute. But if you take a look at the schedule, right? Group H, like I said, has 2 home games in Miami. 2 home games. It has 2 games in Miami, 2 games in Atlanta for match days 1 and 2, and then match day 3 has those final 2 games, 1 in Guadalajara, 1 in Atlanta. So you would assume that if Argentina does land in Group H, they're going to go Miami. Not Atlanta, excuse me, Houston. They would go to then Houston, right? That's what the assumption would be. Do you recommend buying tickets now for Philly or wait till after the draw where prices go up or down? It's very difficult to decide on, when to buy tickets right now, especially considering the issue of the dynamic pricing. I know that there was that article by Sky News indicating that there will not be dynamic pricing, but the way that article was written left me with more questions than answers, so that's why I'm not reported on that, or rather shared with everyone that, hey, FIFA stopped dynamic pricing. I find it hard to believe that FIFA would stop dynamic pricing considering how profitable it has been for them in the first 2 phases. So I think the main question for you is this. Do you care who's playing in that game in Philadelphia? If you do not care, then buy the ticket, right? Granted, right now you can't because the FIFA resale marketplace is closed. If you do care which team is going to be in that game in Philadelphia, well, then naturally you're going to want to make sure that, you wait, right? Now, of course, by waiting, more than likely you're going to see a price increase. It's bound to happen, especially for the more marquee matchups, okay? Why is Kevin Hart on this? Well, I don't know, and that's why you're watching me instead, right? Y mira, yo quiero hacer un punto en español también. Para los que están aquí en el live stream, que son latinos, hispanos, que solamente hablan en español, el hecho que la FIFA en este show del sorteo no pusieron a ningún, digamos, comentarista que es mexicano, considerando que el mundial son 3 países, Canadá, Estados Unidos y México, y no pusieron a ninguno que es mexicano, y solamente que es uno canadiense, que obviamente Wayne Gretzky sí es una leyenda del hockey de Canadá, pero también es amiguis de Trompito. Entonces, ¿cómo no van a poner a ninguna personalidad mexicana? Yo no sé cómo hicieron esa lista, pero por eso yo también quiero darle las gracias a todos ustedes que me están viendo en YouTube, que me están apoyando en mis redes sociales @TravelFutbolFan. por el apoyo. Yo sé que yo no tanto hago el contenido en español, porque pues especialmente ahora con mi hijita que pues, o sea, me toma mucho tiempo ahí haciendo todo el contenido en inglés y ahora me toca cambiarlo en español, o sea, no me queda tanto tiempo. Pero les quiero dar las gracias a todos mis seguidores que pues, su primer idioma es español o que no hablan tanto bien el inglés, precisamente pues por darme ese apoyo y pues también tener este espacio, ¿no? Para que la gente sepa que este mundial son 3 países. Es Canadá, es México. Sí, la mayoría de los partidos van a estar en los Estados Unidos, pero México y Canadá, en mi opinión, como fanático de este deporte, como reportero y creador de contenido, yo creo que México y Canadá va a tener la alma de este mundial. Bueno, those were some words I have in Spanish. As Bad Bunny said, if you didn't understand them, you have a couple months more left to learn before his show on the Super Bowl. All right. Thank you, Hollywood, for the dono, $4.99. Appreciate that. Let's get it, brother, to keep up the amazing work. Thank you so much for that. Of course, folks, you can go ahead and support me in various ways. You can book your travel consultation probably starting after the full schedule reveal tomorrow on my website, TravelFutbolFan. You can buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/TravelFutbolFan. You can you can give me a dono with one of these YouTube stickers. However way you want to go ahead and support my work, I'd really appreciate it. When we will know the exact matchups on certain game days, that will be tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern. So there's going to be another live stream that I'll be doing, probably more at the comfort of my own home. We're going to be showing the full schedule reveal. You can always buy right-to tickets on FIFA Collect. You could, but I think the experience that many people have had in the past couple of months regarding FIFA Collect, I think has turned off a lot of people from going through that very scammy process. Look, I just have to call it as it is. A lot of people felt ripped off by that process because a lot of the tickets that they were given access to were only Category 1 and Category 2 tickets. A lot of people thought that because you're paying so much money for the right to buy that they thought they were going to get access to the cheaper tickets. It ended up being, of course, the opposite of that. Go figure. Yes, that is correct. So, again, tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, the full schedule will be released. Okay. Yeah, it looks like Kevin Hart is doing some jokes right now. I don't know. Let me double check right now and see. Yes, he's up there with Heidi Klum. Why is it that they keep doing this whole short joke? I mean, this is clearly a joke about his height, right? I mean, they keep doing this to him. I mean, or I don't know if he's already accepted the fact that he's short, and he pretty much sells the fact that he's short. In any case, that is for him to decide. En América hablamos español, exactamente, se habla español. When will they start the actual draw? We're expecting the draw to start at around 12:45. There is Cufitino himself. Yeah. And that's the Kennedy Center right there. Go figure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he got that Kennedy Center for free, by the way. He had to pay. He should have paid a couple $100,000, if not millions of dollars, but he got it for free. So go figure. Nah, Trump doesn't love me at all, man. Or else I would have been over there. 3 hours of a pre-show. Well, again, we're expecting for the full draw to start at 12:45. So, again, that's when we're expecting the draw, the selecting of the pots and everything to start. But we shall see. All right. Will you be wearing your Inter Miami kit in Seattle for Colombia versus Argentina? Nah, listen. I've already claimed the Seattle Sounders, obviously for the legacy of my daughter, for the fact that, my wife is from Seattle. So if Inter Miami wins the MLS Cup, Dale 305, it's a nice addition to our championship city cabinet. But I feel like I cannot fully support Inter Miami now. I have planted my flag with the Seattle Sounders. It's always been there with the Seattle Sounders. It's just that, of course, I want my hometown, to gain some love, to win some trophies here and there. So that's exactly what we want. No. Listen, the Timo Peace Prize is gonna go up at 12:25. So if you want to avoid that nonsense of the Timo Peace Prize that Trump is gonna get, I mean, please, that would be that. Apparently, I'm having some other comments, some other friends let me know that apparently this thing is a train wreck so far. Not my live stream, the actual draw itself. I mean, of course, it was going to be a wreck show, folks. The Kennedy Center hosts great shows. My wife and I have been, we went last time to see Les Miserables at the Kennedy Center. It's a fantastic venue But when you set everything up last minute, things are going to have some technical difficulties here and there, especially at a big venue like the Kennedy Center. So go figure as well. Let me see here. Travel visas will be delayed. Of course, they'll be delayed. So this issue of the FIFA Fast Pass, okay, let's look at it from pure travel policy. And this is where I talk to politics. This is why it's important to talk about these topics. So White House is saying go apply for visas right now, right? They told the whole world this. But around the world, the resources to process these visas are not distributed equally. So in Colombia, you still have a 9-month wait to get your interview for the visa. For the interview, not even, oh, you already did the interview, now you have to wait 9 months to hear whether it's a yes or no. It's 9 months for the interview. Again, we have 188 days to go for this World Cup. And if you haven't traveled to the U.S. before, you're more than likely not going to get that appointment, much less that interview. So this FIFA Fast Pass sounds great, but in reality, when you apply policy, or rather you take policy and start implementing it, where are the resources? They've gutted the State Department. Secretary of State Marco Rubio said that they're going to go ahead and use AI. There's no way in hell you can use AI to screen all of these applications. If anything, that might make it more dangerous, because then someone else from, say, from one of the good countries, Europe mainly, can sneak in and actually commit, some issues. Could cause some problems here. And then, of course, they'll blame it on the third world. So my point in all that is that all of these things, which I have been advocating for years, during the Biden administration, during now this administration, well, they don't hear me anymore. I've been advocating for these things to be done earlier, so that then the State Department would be ready with the adequate resources. So in that way, all of these consular offices worldwide can be able to process these applications, but they haven't. So this has been an American failure in policy to allow fans an easier time to get in for this World Cup. Again, the majority of the games are going to be here in the United States. So please, if you can't make it to the United States, and I know there's, obviously the knockout games are here in the U.S., go to Mexico and Canada, chat. Monterrey is going to be a party. Ciudad de Mexico, Guadalajara are also going to be hosting full 39-day fan festivals. Toronto and Vancouver have also committed to full 39-day fan festivals. So go to those two countries. They are going to make it a little bit easier for fans to travel to those countries, unlike the United States. I think this is a missed opportunity by the United States, obviously amplified by the anti-immigration policies of this current White House. And none of you can say that, this is anything hyperbolic that I'm saying. It's what this administration actually wants. All right. Argentina to Group H, exhaust all the funds. Oh, my God. We're going to have so many people going into generational poverty because of this World Cup. Nah, man, we can't have that happen, chat. Y'all need to save your money, man. Supporting you from Houston. Thank you so much for all your content. Thank you. Listen, chat, we're at 284 viewers right now. It's going up, hovering around that number. This is fantastic. This is the most that we've been able to achieve here on a live stream. What do we got right now? It's still Infantino talking. I had the list here. He was only supposed to talk for 5 minutes. So, yeah. All right. It is what it is. Go figure. Here we go. I got my visa appointment for December 2026. I'm in Mexico. I'm hoping for this Fast Pass works. So that's one perfect example of why this Fast Pass might or might not work. Mexico, of course, being one of the host nations, you would hope that they would streamline the Mexican applications. But again, that depends on implementation of policy. That government stuff, that stuff that you probably slept through civics class, all of this stuff, that's why here in D.C. now we become a little bit more important. That's why I show love to the city that I've been living in for the last 11 years, because all of these decisions is political. It's all politics. It's all government. So that's where we're at right now. Yes, the draw already started. Infantino is speaking right now. I don't know. Mexico. There's some chance for Mexico there. So there you go. Who do you want to see in a potential group of death? Okay, I want to see France, Morocco rematch. That would be a really sweet one. Let's throw in Norway and let's throw in Ghana. I think that's my group of death. France, Morocco, Norway, and Ghana. Ghana is always going to be your African team. That's always going to be a surprise and a difficult team to beat. Norway, obviously, first-timers, not just Holland. They got multiple players there in the lineup that can cause trouble. I mean, they beat Italy twice. I mean, maybe Italy's not the team that they used to be, but still, you beat them twice. That means you won away, so that is impressive of itself. And then, of course, we don't need to talk about France and Morocco. Their pedigree speaks for itself. So, yeah, I mean, I think that's my group of death. Let me know in the chat if you think that's a good group of death. France, Morocco, Norway, Ghana. I think that would be a fantastic group of death, as it is, all right? This FIFA show is getting more cringe. Good. That's why you're watching me, Travel Football Fan. We're here at the watch party here in D.C., sponsored by Saturday's Football. Where is football? Guerrilla FC, and, of course, yours truly, Travel Football Fan. Latino time follows no itinerary. Well, that is true, but, hey, I like to be on time, so. When do the March game tickets go on sale? So, listen, I do not know information on the tickets for the Intercontinental Playoff. As soon as I find out, I really want to. First of all, I want to go to those games. I want to go to I want to go to the Suriname, Bolivia, and I want to go into the winner of Jamaica, New Caledonia versus DR Congo. I want to go to those two games. I think it's going to be a really good opportunity if the tickets are well priced for many of you to enjoy a World Cup environment, even though it's not quite the World Cup, but it's a play-in. It's basically a play-in, like the NCAA March Madness. It's a play-in game. Okay, win or go home, literally. So I think it will be a great opportunity to have a World Cup environment without the prices that we're seeing for next summer. I really do think so. I do think, and I've expressed this sentiment. Thank you so much for the lighting. Appreciate it. I've expressed this sentiment with the folks of the Monterrey World Cup host committee. They're getting themselves ready and organized. They're ready to show. What is this? The best that there is to offer Monterrey, and I'm sure Guadalajara feels the same. I want to give a quick shout out to my wife, though. I miss you too, honey, as well. Wishing me a great show. Thank you so much. Really, without her, a lot of this won't happen. So thank you, honey, for your support on this as well. Switch over to your stream. That was cringy. Okay, so that's good. I can't. How many short jokes have happened so far? Because obviously I'm not really. Yeah, Travel Football Fan over Kevin Hart. Please tag Kevin Hart. That'd actually be really funny because then at that point, he either A is going to hate me or invite me to one of his shows. We'll see. We'll see how that works exactly. Thank you. Shout-outs coming from all over the place, man. Brutal. Toronto only gets one Canada game. Yeah, and then Vancouver gets 2 in the group stage and potentially 4, right, if I'm not mistaken, because I think Canada would stay in Vancouver if they win their group, play the round of 32, win it, and then play the round of 60 game. So Vancouver would get 4 Canada games potentially. Okay? England, Scotland, Jamaica, Australia, no Keens. Ooh, that would be a pretty sweet historical group, not going to lie to you. But, of course, Jamaica needs to make it to the World Cup. Right now, during the Intercontinental Playoff, they have to play against New Caledonia, and then they would have to beat DR Congo, which, quite frankly, I don't see Jamaica beating DR Congo. DR Congo is a very deep squad. They took out Nigeria. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think DR Congo has it over Jamaica. Apologies to all my Jamaican fans, but I just don't see it. And, they couldn't get the job done versus Curaçao last World Cup qualifier match at home. I just don't see it happening, All right. Hey, brother Miguel, thank you so much, brother. Thank you for joining here as well, man. Really, really, really appreciate you, bro. Seriously, thank you, man. Our friendship of over 20-some years, bro. I really appreciate you, bro. Go Seahawks. Let's go Seahawks. Sucks to have to work in an hour, and it's starting out cringe. Of course it was going to start cringe, chat. It was always going to be cringe when you have all of these personalities and you're trying to put them together. It's kind of putting, like, a bunch of different players on a fantasy basketball team that don't make any sort of sense, I guess they went to commercial break right now. Is that what happened? They went to commercial break. All right. Oh my God! I think they're even realizing that their show is falling apart as well. All right, unless Jamaica gets lucky. Yeah, I would say Jamaica would have to get really lucky. I think they'll beat New Caledonia. I think that should be a win for Jamaica. I just don't see them beating DR Congo, to be completely honest. I think that match against DR Congo is going to be really, really difficult for them to win, okay? Dale, parcero, ¿qué más pues? Pues aquí estamos aquí en vivo desde Washington, D.C., en la fiesta aquí de Watch Party que estamos estrenando Guerrilla FC, Saturday's Football, Where is Football, y con ustedes, Travel Football Fan, como su traductor. Aquí, pues, esperando a ver el sorteo, cómo nos va, ojalá que le va a Colombia. Por favor, dígame en los comentarios dónde quiere que tu equipo favorito llega, en qué ciudad. Y ahí veremos después cómo van las sedes y cómo va a ser todo el asunto. Bueno, it's 12:25 right now. It's supposed to be right now the presentation of the Timu Peace Prize. We're not going to show it to y'all, pero imagínate. Ahí veremos cómo vamos a ver, all right? Ahí vamos a ver, all right? A ver, ¿qué estamos pasando? No, son más comerciales en este momento. Ok. Más comerciales en este momento. No Spanish in Latin America. No, imagínate. ¿Qué es esa vaina? No. When would tickets go on sale and how can we buy it? So again, let's talk about tickets right quick. So tickets would go on sale. Well, here's the thing. You can't buy them on December 11th. We have to apply again. So for Phase 3, we thought there was going to be open sale, right? You just wait in the digital queue and you go ahead and pick whatever tickets are available. We're going to have to apply again. So now that we will know the full schedule, you have to apply for those games that you want to go to, and then hopefully you get picked, and then you will have your credit card charged in February after you say, yes, I would still want to buy those tickets. So unfortunately for Phase 3, we're going to have to apply starting December 11. You have until January 13th. So that means you all do not have to go in on December 11. Just because you apply first does not mean that you will get tickets or not get tickets. You have a full month. So if anything, what you should be focusing on is making sure that for Christmas or for Kwanzaa or for any holiday you celebrate, you're asking for money, high-yield savings account, your inheritance ahead of time. I guess if you need to take out a loan on your own inheritance, that might need to be the play. So yeah, and obviously ask your abuela or tío for their couch, as you're traveling as well, So, oh, of course, is that Saudi Arabia? No, that's not Saudi Arabia. Excuse me. That's Mexico promoting their travel. Actually, all three host cities, for that matter. Good. Okay, Robbie Williams is singing right now for me. You want Portugal and Texas, Colombia que llega a Nueva York. Eso sí, Group I. Okay, so as we continue to wait for the drawing of the teams, which is expected at 12:45 on this, right now it looks like they're behind schedule already because, again, the Timo Peace Prize Award is supposed to already happen. So Group I, the reason why there's a lot of talk about Group I is because that is, in my opinion, the best group to travel for the 2026 World Cup, okay? If you look at the schedule, it's basically Philadelphia, Boston, Newark, Toronto. All the games will happen in those four cities. That is going to be the Amtrak group, okay? You're going to be able to travel up and down the East Coast. I know that you can take a train from New York to Toronto. It's going to take you about 9 hours. It's a little bit on the longer side. You might want to fly instead. But if you have some time, you want to take in the scenery of the New York countryside, I mean, that is a great option to do, okay? So that's why I would say for your travel purposes, Group I is the best. Even if you're on the West Coast, even if you're in Texas or Florida, you want Group I because then that allows you to set up a base camp. It doesn't even have to be in the host cities. You can set up base camp right here in Washington, D.C., go to Union Station, and go up and down the train on the same day, okay? You can go, over to Connecticut, Rhode Island, if you want to stay between Boston and New York, upstate New York, anywhere in Jersey, Maryland. There's multiple places that you can stay nearby the Amtrak, go up and down, and then you'll be set to go. So that's why I really do believe that Group I is the best travel group for any fan that's looking to come to the 2026 World Cup because of the centrality of where you could set up your base camp, of the Amtrak rail connections, and of course the alternative modes of transportation. And you got coach buses. You can rent a car if you really wanted to. There's the New Jersey Transit, which will allow you to go up and down New Jersey. There are multiple modes of transportation here in the Northeast. That's really, really going to be helping you, okay? Let's see here. Participation trophy for Trumpito. They're doing that right now? Well, go figure. You know, again, this is the man that is about to invade Venezuela and has not resolved any of the major conflicts right now. So, Timo Peace Prize. There we go. All right. All right. Wow, incredible. Incredible. Northeast has all the hotels. Yes, of course, right? So that's what I'm saying. You could set yourself up as a base camp in Baltimore, in D.C., Wilmington, Delaware. Like, there's so many different areas along the Northeast corridor of the Amtrak. And then, of course, as you head up to Boston, in Connecticut, in Rhode Island, that you can set yourself up that then allows you to just be close to the venues within, I would say, within a 2 to 3 hour, you know, travel time to each of those destinations. So that's why I really do think that Group I is the best travel group. Which is the worst one? Okay, let me go ahead into my notes right here right quick. Okay, so let's see here. So I have my grocery list right here. Talking points for the World Cup. There we go. So I would say the worst group to travel, okay, is Group E, okay? Match day 1 is either Philadelphia or Houston. Match day 2 is either going to be Kansas City or Toronto. So I would assume that whoever's playing in Philly goes to Toronto. So you already have to cross an international border. And then whoever's playing in Houston goes to Kansas City, I'm assuming, okay? And then match day 3, Philadelphia and Newark. So that means whoever's playing the Houston-Kansas City games now has to travel to either Philadelphia or Newark, and then the two teams that went to Toronto are coming back to Newark. So there you go. So that's why this Group E is such a terrible group to travel in, because you are unable to set yourself up in a particular city. I mean, you could set yourself up in Philadelphia if you wanted to, but then again, you'll be there for match day 1, but then you have to wait at least 5-6 days for match day 3 to happen, when the teams would come back and at least 2 of them plays in Philadelphia. So that's basically what's going on. I am saving you right now from all the comments right now are saying the joke of the century going on behind me on my screen. I'm not even going to turn my head around. You know what? If all these bums can believe that vaccines, you know, cause autism, I'm going to believe that this prize has never existed in my life. All right? If I was president, I would sue FIFA to remove this prize from the record books. Anyway. Oh my God, the trophy looks like a severed head. I'm not even going to look at it. I'm good, yo. I'm good. I'm good. Peace Prize bigger than a World Cup trophy. That is insane. It probably has fake gold in it, though. Not going to lie. It probably has. Oh, my God. That is terrible. Why did you do that to me? You showed me the thing. That thing was horrendous. That thing looks like it could knock someone out. This is insane, chat. What the hell is that monstrosity? Bro, this cannot be happening, bro. Oh, my God. This is insane, bro. He put on the medal on himself, bro. He just can't help himself. This is crazy. Illuminati Award of the Century. Come on. Put in the name, your favorite name for this bum prize in the chat. I call it the Timo Peace Prize. We got to impeach Infantino. Yo, we got to get Congress. Hey, vote Democrat in 2026. We got to get Congress to turn blue, okay? House of Representatives and the Senate, so we can impeach Infantino. Don't even impeach Trump at this point. Screw that. He's already been impeached twice. Impeach Infantino, man. We need to replace the FBI director. Do another investigation. Oh my God. Oh my God. Don't make it political, bro. Don't make it political. Don't make it political. I'm the one making it political. Who's that? Who are the 2 bums on screen right now? Who are the 2 bums on screen right now making this political? You don't see me on stage. I'm not even at the Kennedy Center. I'm not even at the Kennedy Center. How am I making this political? Incredible, yo. Incredible. Oh, my God. The Diddy Award? Man. All right. We really went off the clip on that one. The Bubba Ball Award. Oh my God. Make FIFA great again. Oh my God. The Epstein Gold Cup. Man, this is getting out of hand. This is absolutely getting out of hand. Your names for these prizes is insane. The FIFA Molest Earth Award. Oh my goodness, man. This is insane, bro. The Tariff Trophy. I like that one. Oh my God. This propaganda is making me sick. This is why I wanted to host this live stream. That's why. Because we need gente latina que no son locos de Trump bailando su canción estúpida de salsa, all right, in this space. We need people that can push back against the propaganda being shown right now on TV, yo. This is insane, bro. This is insane, bro. And that's why it's probably snowing in D.C. That's why it probably started snowing today. Hell has decided to freeze D.C. today, all right? I would have appreciated a heads up, though, there, Satan, you know, for the snow. But, you know, I had to clean it off with my chancleta, as you probably saw on the Instagram right there. He's falling asleep on the stage. Of course, this man's about to fall at some point, all right? Oh, my God. He put on his own medal. Bro, the participation trophy is insane, bro. You know what? I'm not even going to go there. Why wasting time on this cringe just to get the draw? I know. This was supposed to be done 10 minutes ago. So we were behind 10 minutes, chat. So we were supposed to get the drawing of the teams at 12:45 or beginning of 12:45. Why are they still talking? This looks horrific. Okay, he's talking. Well, we're not going to be paying attention to that. Oh, my God. He is getting the Timo Peace Prize. That is crazy, man. No politics. Yeah, no politics, and yet that's what you're seeing on screen, chat. I really hope this puts to bed the whole idea that I'm the one mixing politics and sports. It's right there on the screen, folks. It's right down the screen. Look at this nonsense. Look at this bum. Oh, my goodness. He's holding that. Oh, my God. All right, these comments need to stop. All right, even the comments are getting out of hand. He doesn't even understand Infantino. No, of course he doesn't. All he does is he shuts his ears off to anybody speaking. It's his world. It's his world. He thinks this is his party. That's what when y'all were like, hey, is there tickets to go to the draw? Hell no. He didn't want none of us there. Ballon d'Orange. Do we pronounce that in French? Ballon d'Orange? Hands of Greed Award. Oh my God! Please, we need to come up with a whole list of the names of these trophies. This is hilarious. This is hilarious. The FIFA P Prize. Oh my God! This is insane, man. This is insane. I think we got one bot in the chat. I apologize. I'm not even gonna bother addressing it or blocking it. But there is at least one or two bots in the chat. Can't really do anything about it, chat. You know, they're giving me the view at least, so, you know, I'll get some additional ad money from it, you know, at this point. Y'all think I get bothered by that. You know, I am in my late 30s. I've worked in politics. I've worked in civil rights advocacy work. I've seen it all. I've seen a lot worse than these comments right here. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. No. Que tonterías, bro. Bring out the Epstein files. What? I don't know. I don't know what that is. Cue the music to like the Oscars. Yeah, they need to cut this out, man. Come on. This is longer than the speech at the Oscars. Dale, bro. ¿Cómo estamos, hermano? ¿Cómo estamos? All right. Let's switch over here to talk about the only groups, or rather the groups in this tournament that you only have to travel in the United States. So there's three groups. Group I, as we've talked about before, because that is the New York, Boston, Philly, Toronto group. Group C is going to be Boston, Newark. I know I say New York, but just hang in there, Newark, all right? Hang in there, East Rutherford. I can't always pronounce East Rutherford all the damn time, all right? That's kind of like the one lisp that I was not able to overcome at school. So Group C is Boston, New York City, Boston, Philly, Atlanta, Miami. So that at least will keep you in the U.S. It's the first two match days in the Northeast. Then you have to travel to the South. And then Group J, San Francisco, Kansas City, San Francisco, Dallas, Dallas, KC. So that one is also more or less, it's decent. You can either set yourself up in San Francisco or you can set yourself up in Dallas, and you ping pong back and forth. It avoids having to cross those international borders. Of course, if you're concerned about, you know, your legal status, you know, especially since these ICE agents don't know how the hell to read a real ID on a driver's license, then at least these groups keeps you within the United States. You don't have to deal with any international crossings, or you don't want to buy the global entry, those types of things. Well, then at least these three groups, Group C, I, and J, are only in the United States. So again, if you want your team to only stay in the United States because of travel purposes, those are the 3 groups that you're going to want to look out for. Group C, I, and J. Like I said, Group I being the best travel group of this World Cup. All right? Okay. It's already 38 minutes. How long before the draw takes place? Again, we were supposed to start at 12:45 for the draw. All right? This is going to take longer than the Avatar movie. I remember seeing the first Avatar movie. All right? I went to see it by myself, and I realized it was 3 hours long. I must have fallen asleep at some point in that movie. How long is this Avatar movie? Do we know? Is it like 3 hours? About 3 hours? These movies are marathon movies, man. It's insane. It's insane. All right. We have the trophy right there. I'm surprised Trump hasn't taken it yet. You know, I'm sure if he was any younger, he would probably run to the stage and just run away with it. I mean, granted, he has a copy of it in the White House, right? He has a copy of it. So go figure. Go figure. All right, we got some folks here joining us here for the watch party. Thank you all so much for joining here as well. Oh, we got Scaloni right there. Bro, the benefits of having won the World Cup, right? Oh, my goodness. And here I am trying to answer these questions, but I was not able to answer any of these questions. I got the BBC on text right now trying to have me submit some answers, but I'm like, at what time? Got barely any time as it is right now. Let me go ahead and make sure that I'm not going to pull on the camera right here. Make sure that I don't swing my head crazy like this. So we got the trophy presentation right now going on. All right, all right. Oh, is that ain't that Ronaldo? That's Ronaldo, right? Why am I not? That's Ronaldo, right? Not mistaken. I'm forgetting my legends already, yo. I'm forgetting my legends. Avatar 3 going to be 4 hours. Bro, that's insane. I can't be watching a movie for 4 hours. That's kind of like that, what was that movie on Netflix that they said, like, watch it like episodes, like, and you cut every hour because it was a 4-hour movie? The Irishman, was it? The Martin Scorsese movie? Yeah, that, right? I've not watched it. Apparently it's a really good one, but you basically could stop at the hour mark to watch it because that's Roberto Carlos, of course. Man, over here I'm thinking it's Ronaldo. Now I know Ronaldo's face. Look at me. Yeah, man, Ronaldo. I know, right? Oh, man, that's an L for me right there. That is an L for me. That's Roberto Carlos, yes. That is Roberto Carlos. Ronaldo. Now I know Ronaldo's face. I was just confusing. I was confusing myself, chat. How can you forget the free kick that defied science? That is facts, man. That is facts. That is a massive L for me right there. Shouts to Roberto Carlos, bro. How can let's see, Brazil and Real Madrid. Yep. That's Ronaldinho. He just went bald. That is crazy, chat. Do you think Africa will reach the semifinals this time? Yes, I think Morocco goes back-to-back semifinals. You want to know my top 4? Argentina. Va a ser Francia. Colombia. Marruecos. That's my top 4. France, Argentina, Morocco, Colombia. That's the final 4. That's the final 4. So I definitely do see Morocco repeating as top 4. All right. Definitely see it as top 4. Absolutely, chat. All right, we got some folks in over here as well, joining us for the live stream. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing over there? Thank you for joining here. This is a Travel Football Fan live stream. If y'all don't follow me on Instagram, you can go ahead and follow me on Instagram or on TikTok, both of them as well. So, yeah, at Travel Football Fan. Fútbol en español. There you go. See, we got the live show right here, man. We got the actual show that people can go to here, not at the Kennedy Center, all right? And that's that I've worked on an event or two, I think at the Kennedy Center. But, yeah, I mean, none of us could go there. None of us could go there instead, all right? How long will the draw take place once they start? So, based on the information I had, it was going to take about 50 minutes, 45 to 50 minutes. But, of course, with all the speeches, we're basically running behind time. Typical, right? We're running behind time as it is, all right? Again, folks, I want to thank you so much for joining here. We have over 330 viewers right now on the live stream. This is insane. This is the most successful live stream that I've done so far. Thank you all, seriously, from the bottom of my heart. Muchas gracias a todos ustedes que me están apoyando aquí en este live stream que estamos haciendo del sorteo del Mundial 2026. Por favor, si me quieren apoyar, lo pueden hacer en varias formas. Pueden pueden ir a mi sitio web TravelFutbolFan.com, escoger su consulta de viaje y ahí pues podemos hablar de tus planes de viaje para este mundial. Me puedes comprar una taza de café, buymeacoffee.com diagonal TravelFutbolFan. Me puedes comprar una taza de café o 2 o 3, cuantas quieres. Te lo agradezco muchísimo. Obviamente pueden ir a mi sitio web también para inscribirse a las tarjetas de crédito que tengo los links de referencia. O sea, ahí tengo muchos recursos y muchas maneras que ustedes me pueden apoyar el trabajito que yo estoy haciendo aquí por YouTube, por Instagram, por TikTok. Entonces, por favor, me siguen en todas las redes sociales. Y pues sí, muchas gracias de nuevo por todo el apoyo que ustedes me han dado en estos años. Honestamente, desde el último mundial, desde cuando regresé de Qatar en 2022, empezamos este proyecto. Y te digo, ha sido un camino tremendo, un camino largo, pero aquí estamos a 188 días del comienzo del mundial. Ha sido, ojalá, un camino que ustedes lo han disfrutado y obviamente con lo que nos falta, ojalá será un camino lleno de éxito, un camino lleno de alegría y obviamente de éxito financiero, ¿no? Pues digamos, al final del día soy hombre de negocio. When are the Colombia away jerseys coming out? Good question. So actually, remember that you can also have a 10% discount. It's also on my website to Stripe 3, which is a local Adidas store here in the DMV area. If you want to support a local business, go ahead and use my discount code TravelFutbolFan for 10% off on all of the Adidas jerseys, okay? That information is also on my website, TravelFutbolFan.com. I don't know when the away ones are coming out. I think they're going to be out in March, if I'm not mistaken. Do we have the pots? What's going on? Yeah, the pots. We have 4 booths. We have something going on right now, but I don't see anything right now. Infantino taking his sweet time. I'm actually quite surprised Trump did not take any longer. I'm actually very surprised someone was able to tell him, yo, you need to stage out. A ver. Which host city poster pin art do you like the most? Of the mascots, which one I like the most? I do like the Jaguar. I do like the Mexico posters, not going to lie, but if there's one from the U.S., Miami's is cool. I like the Flamingo. I think it's a Flamingo. And I like Seattle's. So I guess I'm being a bit biased because those are my 2 cities, right? Seattle and Miami. All right. Are we seeing your name in the Nets midterms? Well, I would need a bunch of donations. I probably need one rich person to donate to start the campaign because y'all don't understand. To run a campaign for Congress, you need at least a couple $1 million in the bank. That's how expensive these seats are, all right? So if anyone's got a couple million laying around, I'll give it my best shot. I'll tell you that much. I think they're about to start putting people in place. That's what it looks like. All right? That's what it looks like. Infantino's putting the crew together. Colombia en el grupo I. Eso es lo que queremos. Colombia en el grupo I. Eso sí es lo que queremos. My friend Oscar Collazos, follow him at Colombian Comic. I hate every second of this up to this point. I think a lot of us agree with that sentiment. Oh my God! I'm reading some of these messages and comments. Seeing this prize to Trump is so corrupt. It makes Sepp Blatter's corruption look like a parking fine. Lost all respect to Infantino. I mean, that's why there was actually a protest outside of the Kennedy Center as well, precisely because of all these shenanigans. So, Sepp Blatter, come back, baby, come back. We miss you. Your bald head. Your corruption was nothing compared to this. Oh, he wanted a peace prize too. Actually, Sepp Blatter wanted a peace prize too for settling Palestine, Israel. Everyone wants the peace prize. No one wants to do the work of saving people from a genocide. Go figure. Go figure. Do you have any discount code for FIFA tickets? No. No. You see the bald man that's on stage right now? No, not this bald man. He's not bald. When the bald man appears again, I want you to see and really ask yourself if you think that man is going to give us a discount code. All right? Literally after, like at the day or two after phase 1 began, they were like, screw it, we're going to variable price these tickets. We're not waiting till phase 2. It only took 36 hours of greed for them to realize we can make more money off of these tickets. So no, there's going to be absolutely no discount code whatsoever for these World Cup tickets. Why is Trump up there? No, he's going to rig this thing. There's no way. Oh, Scheinbaum's there. Okay. So maybe. Oh, so they got all the presidents there. Okay. They got Carney. Okay, so that's Carney. Excuse me, that's Canada's prime minister. They got Scheinbaum and they got Trump. Very interesting that they put Scheinbaum next to Trump because Trump gets intimidated by powerful women. So, and she's speaking Spanish. No, man, Trump must be dying inside. Dale Scheinbaum. That's just the World Cup of Disneyland next year. Yeah, good luck telling that to your kids, bro. I bet Trump wanted to go backstage, so they're changing the draw assistants. Wishing for Sepp Blatter back is like wishing for Bush Jr. back. I don't know, man. George W.'s painting is just painting right now. I would take him back all day. And that's that he invaded countries too. Why are the presidents up there? I mean, it's a good question. I'm surprised that they're putting them next to these, to the pots, because I thought it was going to be players that were going to be doing the selection of the teams, not the presidents, because this allows for potential rigging of this tournament. Oh my goodness! Only meeting Ronaldinho out in DC would make this draw ceremony shenanigans worth it. Well, yeah, I guess we'll have to walk nearby the Kennedy Center and see. Right next door to the Kennedy Center is the Saudi Arabia embassy, so maybe that's where the after party is going to be, you know, just because Saudi Arabia 2034. Dale. We are so bad with Infantino that we're missing Blatter or Havilange. This is how bad it is? Yes, this is exactly how bad it is. We are so desperate for the bald old man to come back. Travel Football Fan 10 for 10% off. Well, you know, that would be a great discount code, honey. And again, I want to give a shout out to my wife. Love you so much, baby. Thank you for your support. It would be a fantastic discount code. I think at this point we might have been wishing Ticketmaster might have been selling the tickets as opposed to FIFA. The way that this process has been so convoluted by FIFA. The fact that they're not even communicating with us about the ticket process has also been difficult to see. This cringe draw. I think that is Trump to Mordor. There you go. That's some what is the Lord of the Rings reference there? Claudia and Trump next to each other. That's what I'm saying. Someone did that on purpose. Someone did that on purpose. They put Claudia next to Trump. Trump, they ain't liking Claudia like that. Oh, my God. Trump's been awake for almost an hour. Impressive for him. I agree. That is impressive. Why are we allowing the three presidents, no disrespect to Carney or Scheinbaum, why are we allowing the three presidents to pick the teams? I think that is a bad idea. Yeah. Don't touch it. They're trying to rig the three home teams. The three home teams are looking to get the easiest teams. Oh, my God. This is insane. Did you see the Bank of America credit card offer? Yes, I'm going to talk about that credit card offer afterwards. I got to really take a deep dive on it. I think this is, if I look at it more as a cynic, right? I think this is a very cynical way of Bank of America to get people onto credit cards, and these people not paying back their credit cards on time. They get the interest off of these people, and that's how they make money, off the interest of you not paying the credit card in full at the end of every month. So I really do think that from a cynic way, so they're going to put the presidents to draw the teams, right? Oh, God, we already started this. What? I think that's what they're doing, right? Yeah, because we already know what the groups are. Mexico's in Group A, Canada's in Group B, and, of course, the USA is in Group D. So we know this. This is not a surprise, right? This is not a surprise, okay? Again, we're about to start the draw. Take the moment right now. We're at 328 viewers. Share the live now. Share it to your group of friends. Share it. You know, share it now, okay? Let's get to 500 viewers, all right? Get your friend in here, all right? Tell them to get off work. Tell them to take a smoke break. They don't smoke, I don't care. Take a bathroom break, all right? Get them onto the live. Let's get to 500 viewers right now. Share the live with your friends on your chats. I know you got chats on WhatsApp going. Share it there. and just watch it alongside me. I'm going to give you the travel tips, all right? That bum ain't giving you travel tips. I can tell you that much right now. Infantino ain't giving you travel tips. None of them bubs are giving you travel tips, all right? So please, let's get it up to 500 viewers. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get it up to 500 viewers. Let's go. Ecuador in the house. Dale, Ecuador, bro. ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo está, hermano? Okay, so we got the 3 host nations set. USA, Mexico, Canada. We know that was going to happen. Good, they're done. Adios, pues. No fuimos, no fuimos. We are about to start this thing, hopefully momentarily. All right, give me a quick second. Let me respond to the BBC first. Really? We did a selfie? Wow, this is crazy. I can't imagine that selfie, man. Oh, my God. I think a lot of us are here for the Argentina Group H conspiracy. I think we are. Again, chat, let's get this to 500 viewers before this thing starts. Share the live with one of your friends. Share it in your group chats. Just tell everyone to get on it. They can put me on mute if they want to hear them. I mean, I guess you want to hear Heidi Klum, I suppose. But if Kevin Hart starts making jokes, mute his ass and go and turn on the mic for me. All right? So share it with your friends right now. Let's get to 350. Let's get to 500 viewers on this live stream. Let's go. Dale Panamá, dale Miguel. My brother from another mother. ¿Cómo está, hermano? ¿Cómo estamos? ¿Cómo estamos? Can we just play some football? Too much BS from FIFA. I agree. Dale, viva México, cabrones. Vamos, México. Vamos, México. Que mi hija's, media mexicana, so, dale, México. Oh, dale, we got some stuff in Spanish. Thank you, thank you. Dale, that's good. Love your channel. Thanks for all that you do. Thank you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for sharing me the love, too. Just trying to help a brother out. Link wasn't working. Really? No, it should be working. Just go ahead and share it. You can see Trump shaking because of Claudia. Man, if you saw it, I believe you. Why is USA Group D and not Group C? Very good question. I don't think I ever got a full explanation for it because, for example, with Group A and B, if Mexico and Canada finish in second place, they will play against each other in Los Angeles. So that doesn't make any sense when then you have the United States in Group D. I do not know why they set it up that way. It is what it is. Beast Mode soccer commercial with ramen. Did they have ramen in there? All right. Well, they're showing some extra B-roll over here as well. Well, we got the party over here going. We got lots of folks watching the live stream as well. Raul, is that you? Bro, get over here right now. I want you to see right now. Let's talk 5 minutes right here. What's up, brother? How you doing, bro? Join me in the live stream right now. All right? Saturday's football in the house, brother. How you doing, man?
Pretty good. I'm in the frame. Awesome.
Yeah, you're right there. Yeah, you're right there. The camera.
How's it going, chat? Good afternoon. Are you guys ready for the World Cup draw? We're here with Danny.
Yeah, absolutely. So you guys are having a pop-up here in D.C.
Yes.
Till Sunday.
Until Sunday, correct.
Okay, what's up? Where at exactly?
So it's at a gallery, art gallery club.
Okay.
To give you guys a specific address.
L Street, right?
You know what? You know better.
Okay, 2000. I think it's 2000 L Street, but
Yes.
go ahead and follow Saturday's football for that information.
Correct.
What new gear you got for the fans?
Oh my God, there's everything. If you know us, which you've been to our spots in New York City,
Yep.
we sprinkle a little bit of everything vintage-wise from all over the world. And when I tell you, these past few days, yesterday and this morning, nuts, crazy. So I'm recovering, but I'm happy to be here.
Give me a second, Mike, so people can hear it. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Just give me 1 second. I just want to make sure that people can hear you.
So, look, I think I mentioned last year. No, you can see it right there on the chat right now.
Directional. It's the directional.
So I think we met last year. I think it was last year, maybe the year before, maybe when I went to your store there in New York. Yeah, and it was like a small, like almost kind of like hole in the wall place. Like it was almost kind of like just walking by and like, oh, there's the store right there. And honestly, the stuff that y'all carry, man, it's impressive to say the least. You recently shared that you had a collaboration with Vida Valderrama with some beer that like
Yes. So I'd like to take the credit, but all the credit goes to our owner, CEO. Back from LA, shout out to Matt. But yes, he is not just recently just had a collaboration with Maradona, which we have the license and rights to do all these cool knitted sweaters.
I saw the sweaters.
T-shirts.
Yeah.
But Valderrama, and of course what he means for football and what we like to showcase is culture, football, and what better way than to do it our way than, our swagger.
I mean, look at this hat. Seriously, this is a 1990 jersey, right? That Rincon with the famous goal against Germany in the stoppage time to get Colombia through the next round. I mean, honestly, this hat is like it's so unique for that reason. You guys come up with very unique, ideas for clothing for obviously for all the jerseys that you highlight in your stores. I mean, I think it's a really great concept, a really good idea.
Thank you.
And you guys have been doing a lot of pop-ups across the country.
Yeah. On a personal level, what I normally do and what I generally like to do is help curate in regards to the operation side of just curating the vibes, the experience, making sure, just like what you're doing here at this awesome space, putting up the energy where people feel that they're comfortable and they're happy to be at a place like this.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I like to do, and being able to take this on the road, and especially now we're here in DC, trying to bring that to the road to DC.
I think I heard from Jafet that I think you guys were a little bit unsure about DC. I don't know if what
really.
I don't know if I guess in terms of like. Well, are there soccer fans? I guess maybe DC gets this vibe of like being like too serious or political. I don't know. Yeah, at least that's what he was sharing with me. Not necessarily to talk about or anything, but I think
you'll be better to put them on.
Just to put them on. Okay, perfect. All right, let's go. Let's put these on. But no, I think what I wanted to share with that is that I think a lot of people and in the soccer space. First of all, DC's not hosting any games to the World Cup. I think that's kind of the first. That was like the first hit that this region took in regards to the World Cup. That inability to host World Cup matches really did hurt us. But then maybe we have this perception that, does anyone watch soccer around here? Like, I mean, this is politics. Like, it's just all these people at Capitol Hill. I think with that first pop-up, we really showed people that, hey, people love their football here in the nation's capital, and that, people came out the first time for the pop-up, and we had a great time, and now you guys came back.
Yeah. It's safe to say the reason why we're back is because DC is such an amazing community, a blend of cultures, which reflection of that is we all mutually like and love the sport of football. So that in itself is just a good reason to be here as a fan. And if you're FIFA or any of these federations, you want to come to DC to host any international domestic tournament, you name it.
We got everybody here.
Yeah.
We're like the New York, but maybe a little bit more serious. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's the vibe that we give out. Maybe we're too serious here.
Listen, I could tell you, as a native New Yorker, being born and raised, I like DC.
Yeah.
It's my first time here, and I sense the city element of what New York City is here in DC.
Yeah. No, and look, that's why, especially having lived here over a decade now, I really like to and love to give the shout outs to DC because I do think it's a city that, it gets a lot of political flack, right? Everyone thinks like bad things always happen here and everything, and that's not always the case. So at least, apart from the political arenas, if you go into the neighborhoods, right, to Shaw, to the southeast, Georgetown, you got all these different neighborhoods, you see, oh no, there's actually people working and living here and building a culture here. And when it comes to football, the number of supporters groups just for the Premier League. I know the Premier League had their like watch party, their Summerfest party, or not the Summerfest, but one of those watch parties for the season here a couple years ago. The number of people that showed out, and we got the supporters clubs for every single of the Premier League teams here.
Yeah.
So, it's really amazing.
No, of course. I mean, listen, the only serious thing that I could say about DC is the traffic.
No, we are voted as, I think, the second worst in the country. So
I didn't know that, but I could tell you just getting here.
Yeah. Papi, the reason for that is because the current administration told everyone to come back to work. If that's really what happened. If they would have just continued what was happening since COVID, which was give workers flexibility to work from home and this and that.
Got it.
You wouldn't be seeing as much traffic. Like, trust me, the years after COVID, when they allowed for these, work from home policies, we didn't see as much traffic. But now it's there because, they think the federal workers are lazy, and it's like, no, that's truly not the case.
Got it. Yeah.
Any final thoughts on your shop? What you guys are going to be doing?
So in regards to just thoughts of just Saturday's football, I mean, the latest, I don't know if you know this, but
Well, actually, you do. You were at our Soho location.
I was at the Soho location.
I mean,
yes.
you tell me. What do you thought?
Oh, that was beautiful. Amazing location. I mean, I think you see the upgrade. You see that the vision of where Saturday's football is going. The space that now you have to do other events, I think is fantastic. Amazing.
Don't get me wrong. Being at Rockefeller Center for 2 years, having our neighbors literally be SNL, Jimmy Fallon, FOO Shorts.
Oh, I'm sure it was amazing.
You know, this season, which is holiday season, Christmas tree went up this weekend.
Nice.
It's nuts. It's crazy in terms of foot traffic. But, for what the brand is and what we represent, Soho is very much us.
Yeah.
What we are. And as a native New Yorker, you go to Soho to get inspired and all the latest art, culture, music, fashion, and that neighborhood is a blend of everything. So for us to be able to not just be there, but be also that element of inspiration to everybody visiting us from all over the world, it's like, shit, it's a pinch me moment for everybody.
Talking about inspiration, I think we need to look into travel gear. You know, not on necessarily because of travel gear, like suitcases or bags.
Okay.
Maybe we need to start looking into that because, fans are going to be traveling so many different ways. Mostly by plane, maybe by car, but maybe they're going to be bringing too big of a suitcase, perhaps, or they need a clear bag that they're going to fly into the city and they're going to go straight to the game. They don't have time to go stop at the hotel, so then having to drop off their stuff. So that might be something we might need to talk about later. Some travel gear to help fans out.
So it's funny you mentioned that. Again, credit to our CEO and creative director. In his time, he has launched kind of like travel-sized tote bags. Inspired with football, fashion, mixed into one. He has been in works with a lot of cool pieces. And one thing to answer your question earlier is one of the upcoming things in behind the scenes is a lot of his work being in his end, trying to get all these things out. And he's working on a lot of great designs. So travel size stuff.
I think we need to look into that because it's gonna be hot in the summer. People are probably not gonna want to carry a lot of stuff around, especially when they're doing their tourism as well. And so we need to do that. Folks, check out their store at Soho in New York City.
Yes, sir.
Saturday's Football. You can follow them on Instagram. There you go. You see it right there. I think can we get a zoom in on the phone right there?
So this is the information of the DC pop-up, whoever is in DC.
Okay. Yeah.
Address to confirm now. It is at Home Gallery, which address is...
And as we wait for that address, I think we got another concert going on, so the draw still hasn't happened, Chad. I know, it's taking a while there. It's taking a while as it is. What's the name of the soccer close place? Saturday's Football. It's right here on our hats right here.
Saturday's Football.
Saturday's Football, okay? So that's the name of the store. Yeah. And again, you can follow them on Instagram. You guys got Instagram, right? That's the main one right there. And they got their DC pop-up shop this weekend. Check them out at the Home Gallery. I believe it's 2000 L Street. I think it's the address. But they also have, where you got stores elsewhere, right? You're not just New York,
so
right?
Los Angeles on La Brea Boulevard, New York City, which we were just talking about, Soho. It's on 45 Crosby Street between Broome and Spring. Beautiful space. Check out both spaces. You're going to walk into a nice selection of curated inventory, our seasonal fashion line of clothing, and we create a beautiful experience and a vibe that you guys do not want to miss.
Dale. Well, Raul, thank you so much. Brother.
Hey, always great to see you.
You were one of the first people that really supported Travel Football Fan in this space of the creative space, and you guys have been fantastic. Every time I go up to New York, I always try to make an effort to visit you guys.
Thank you.
To pass by and get my thanks.
Listen,
because,
that's what we're based off in regards to our ethos community. How we're able to support these individual young leaders that are just like us in terms of helping grow the sport in many ways.
Yeah.
In your case, your outlet is so unique, so impressive, so amazing.
Thank you.
It's like, brother, why not?
Why
this
not?
is something that us Latinos and just in general football fans and just people that are growing the sport in the U.S.
Yeah, absolutely.
We gotta support each other.
This is where the people that say there's no soccer culture in America, you ain't looking hard enough. This is where it's at right here in the creative space, in fashion, in culture, in travel, politics. That's where the soccer culture is at in the U.S. It's not your typical culture in other countries.
Yeah. I mean, listen, just a quick story, what you just mentioned. Growing up, New York City, literally one of the first few kids that was wearing a football kit. We were I was getting bullied for wearing a soccer jersey, football jersey.
Imagínate.
Everybody else.
In New York.
In New York. And that's the
Imagínate.
thing. Everybody's rocking the Knicks gear, Jets, Giants, and people will look at me like, ew, what is that?
Yeah.
So now people are wearing this, trying to highlight football.
Right, not just jerseys, like stuff that you're wearing right now, like
Exactly.
these hats. Like now it's a vibe. Now people are seeking
Exactly.
the fashion in
Which
the
is
soccer space.
what I, on a personal level, and being able to help with Saturday's football, provide that element of, okay, now this is something that culturally is impacting everything.
Awesome.
Yeah. Awesome.
Raul,
Perfect.
brother. Thank
Have
you so
fun.
much. I really
Likewise.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Have fun, chat.
I think we're again more interviews happening right now. Thank you again to Raul from Saturday's Football. Go ahead, check out their stores in New York, in LA, and then of course you got the pop-up happening here in this weekend at the Home Gallery as well. All right, so we should be starting soon. You know, they're taking forever. Did the Village people already go up too? I did not see anything about the Village people. I really hope that we do not have to see the Village people. I think they're going to see them last. If I had to guess, Village people are going to go last, and Trump is going to be up there on stage. So we can cut the feet at that point. Oh my goodness! You went to the LA one last week. Very cool. You got Arsenal gear para regalarle a TravelFutbolFan. Hey. No. No one give me Arsenal stuff, all right? This is Tottenham Hotspur, Space, Europa League champs. They can't say that. They can't chant that, all right? They might this year, unfortunately. They might win Champions League. I do not like saying that, but they might win Champions League. As a Spurs fan, that burns my soul, but it is what it is, all right? Thank you, $10 for the dono right there. And again, thank you, folks, for all of you that have been donated Buy Me a Coffee as well on buymeacoffee.com. I want to shout out who got me this, who got me $15 in coffee. Drinks from the fans in Seattle. Thank you so much, Seattle, coming through. That's what's up, $15 there for the coffee. Thank you so much, $10 over here on YouTube. Thank you so much. Again, this is really dope. You guys, this is the way that you can go ahead and support my work as Travel Football Fans. So again, thank you so much. I also want to give a shout out to the one random person that used my Expedia travel affiliate link on my website. They got me $43. Again, these are the different ways that you can support my work. You don't always have to watch all my videos. So if you need to book your travel, you can do it through Expedia, through the affiliate link that I do have on my website. So again, thank you for all your donations and financial support. North London is red for now. Up to Chelsea. Look, I do feel sorry for Chelsea having to deal with Trompito, though. That was kind of crazy. That was insane. You got Reece James telling him you can leave now, and Cucurella back there laughing his ass off like that Trump wouldn't leave. That was crazy, all right? I'm glad y'all what is this? You digitally removed them from the main picture. Crazy, man, crazy. I thought you liked winners. Why? I do like winners, all right? It's just that with Tottenham, it's more of a casual vibe, you know? Gareth Bale and whatnot, and Dempsey. That's when I started following them. Another one of those cringe comedy skits. Oh my goodness. They know they didn't have to do this, right? They know they did not. They know they did not have to do all these comedy skits. This is crazy. BBC stream is ahead of thoughts, and there's more dumb stuff going on. Wow. Okay. Well, I am going to be interviewed by BBC News, so I'm not going to talk, a bunch of, nonsense with BBC just yet. Yes, the time works. Okay. All right. All right, what else we got here? Bravo, bro. Well, dale. Thank you so much. Thank you, Seattle. Thank you. I love y'all. Shouts from Seattle. Really, really appreciate it. Landon Donovan looks 25 years younger. Yeah, that hairpiece that he did, listen, props to him, right? Props to him. If that's what he needed to feel better, self-esteem as a man, as an individual, damn, man, do you at the end of the day. I'm not gonna hate on someone trying to improve their look. So that's that. All right, we're still waiting for the draw. We got Rio Ferdinand doing a skit. I don't know of what. All right. And I hope y'all like that 5-minute interview that we have with Raul Navarrete of Saturday's Football. Again, go check out their stores in LA and New York. They got the pop-up right over here in DC, and they're constantly doing pop-ups in other cities. So go follow them at Saturday's Football. At least we got Salma Hayek. Yeah, you do, Mexico. Yeah, you do. Can you explain the different groups in FIFA? Well, we got 4 pots, okay? First pot is going to be your top teams plus the host cities. Pot 2, the next strongest teams. Pot 3, pot 4. That's how it goes. And so there's going to be some nuances in the pots. It looks like we're about to get ready. Finally, we're about to do this. We're about to do this, maybe. I got BBC News right over here, man. They telling me they need all my info. They need all my info, chat. Woo! No error occurring here. It looks like we're about to start this. Rio Ferdinand up here on stage with Heidi Klum and Kevin Hart. I know. I think we're living in the bizarre world. I don't know if Kamala Harris was president, would this be the stage? Would these be the announcers? I don't know. I can tell for sure Kamala Harris would join in, maybe watch, but not say any words. And definitely would not win the Timu Peace Prize. I would tell you that much. All right? I would tell you that much. From Long Beach, California, dale, vamos Colombia! Vamos Colombia! Will I still be active for the 2030 World Cup? Listen, chat, let me be completely honest with all y'all. I will do this travel football fan thing for not only the 2030 World Cup, but for the Women's World Cup in 2027 in Brazil and 2031 here back again in the States, if it's financially viable. Let's just be honest. This shit's hard. This shit is hard, all right? I need to be making money on a constant basis to be able to pay my bills, pay my mortgage. Can't really do it for free. So we ran it through this World Cup. We're going to check the numbers after the World Cup, and if it's financially viable, bet we'll see what we can do. But if it's not financially viable, might have to call it and quit while you're ahead. That's a famous quote from the movie American Gangster. Quitting while you're ahead is not the same as quitting. And I believe in that mantra. So if after this World Cup we really didn't make the money that we needed to make, we'll just wrap up and we'll call it from there. Maybe be active in the couple months before the other tournaments, but we'll see what happens. I think this project, at the end of the day, I got to keep it real. I got to keep it real, chat. Y'all think content creators get paid millions of dollars? I'm like, from who? Who? Because I would like for them to start paying me millions of dollars too. But that's the reality, all right? Content creators don't really get paid a lot. Instagram don't pay me for the views. TikTok has been shadow banning me for the last month. YouTube is barely getting revenue to me right now. And you haven't seen Adidas, you haven't seen any of these big companies part of this World Cup dishing out any money for content creating. So it's tough. It's tough out there. So yeah, we'll see what happens, all right? I appreciate y'all supporting me, of course. Not saying that. I'm not saying I don't appreciate it. But financially speaking, these things are tough. Especially a project this long, I didn't know what I was getting into. And the fact that we're only 188 days from the finish line is both amazing, but also, yo, where's the money? Así es. Así es la vida, bro. Así es la vida. How much do they pay these celebrities? That's a good question. How much do they pay the celebrities? Probably a lot of money. How much they paying me? Nadita. At least from FIFA. FIFA is boring AF. That's why you're watching my live stream, right? That's why you're watching my live stream. They're explaining the draw right now. I feel like they could have done this before the draw. Like, we do not need to see all of this right now. I don't think it needed to be done. You know? Dale, I respect the hustle and advocacy for women's and men's World Cups. Absolutely. I cheer the ladies on, too. Vamos, Linda Caicedo. Vamos, WNT. Megan Rapinoe. Alex Morgan. Abby Wambach. Y'all beasts. There's another explaining the different pots on BBC. Well, yeah, it's the same. It's the same feed right here. Everyone's watching the same thing right now. Get that cheddar for that huge mortgage rates. I know. That's why we haven't been able to move out of our house, because that mortgage rate is kind of high. We don't want to get a higher one. Yeah. In Argentina, Group H yet? Yo, we're continuing with the Group H conspiracy. Honestly, we need Argentina not to land in Group H. Oh my goodness, yo. Are my friends on the live stream? I got a couple of my friends on the live stream, but I need to call out. You know what? I'm gonna call out my friends on the live stream right now. I don't see none of y'all on the live stream. Let me top that right quick. None of y'all are on the live stream. They over here sharing NBA tweets and not on the live stream. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing for my group for my NBA fantasy. I'm calling them out. I'm calling out all of you on the NBA fantasy chat. Not on my live stream. Come on now. They're dragging this out. I know. I feel like I have to drag this out too. It's kind of wild. It is really wild. I feel like I should just take a break right now. That's probably what I should be doing. Hey, we need to check the laptop battery. All right, 33%. All right. Yeah, I got 33%. I got my charger on my bag too, just in case. We're like over here running, and it's like, yo, seriously, can we start already? Well, tell your boy Trompito to stop talking then. To the bot that's over here. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Americans don't know how this works. Let's explain Barney style. Yeah, maybe we did need to explain it Barney style. We did need to explain this Barney style. You need at least 50% of Kevin Hart's fee from this. Well, tag Kevin Hart. Honestly, the only way that we're going to get me paid is if y'all tag Kevin Hart and tell him, yo, TravelFutbolFan deserves 50% of what you made. This is wild. Where can we order the cap online? SaturdaysFootball.com. This one says Los Cafeteros. Este es de Colombia. Oh, my goodness, y'all. This is crazy. We got Wayne Gretzky. Wayne Gretzky, the Canadian MAGA. It's just kind of weird because, you know, Trump was over here like, let's tariff Canada. And then Wayne Gretzky over here like, yeah, let's tariff Canada, even though it's Canadian. Makes no sense whatsoever. Shout out to Japón. Agree. Where do we want Colombia besides Group H? Group I in the Northeast? You know, it'd be very easy for the Colombians in the Northeast to travel to their games. Is there a summary for us that just joined? Timo Peace Prize was awarded to the Cochino in Chief. That's about it. Bunch of presentations and nonsense and speeches. That's about it. That's literally all you missed. Awesome. Thank you. Do we have water as well? Do you have a bottle of water? Thank you. All right, we got laptop charging. Perfect. Charge it now. Yeah, seriously. Is there so? Did your friends? Right, I should tell that to the fantasy chat. I should really tell that to the fantasy chat to like, you know, you guys definitely have disappointed me to say the least. You know, yeah, really disappointed me to say the least. We have home field advantage regardless of where we play Argentina, which is true. I'm not calling you Argentinos out like that. I'm just saying the Group H conspiracy. Everyone believes it. Everyone believes in that Group H conspiracy. So go figure. Thank you. Appreciate it. Shout out to Luis Diaz. Dale, Luchito. Luchito, if you're watching the live stream, vamos Colombia, papi. Vamos Colombia. Que nos queda un grupo fácil. This is getting dragged beyond my imagination. It ain't my fault. Let me take the moment to drink some water. You got Wayne Gretzky right now. Canada MAGA on the mic. Should have been Kobe up there. RIP Kobe. Should have been Kobe. That's facts. That hits. Shout outs to Kobe, bro. That should have been him. Getting ready for the hot and cold ball draw method. Absolutely. What is the conspiracy with that group? Group H, again, for those of you that just joined, Group H has 2 games in Miami, match day 1 and 2. So if Argentina magically falls into Group H, we all know why. So that Messi can just drive to the stadium 20 minutes away. Actually, probably 10 minutes because he's going to have a police escort. They're gonna take out all the traffic on I-95 just for Messi to get to the stadium in 10 minutes. Whereas everybody else, hour and a half bumper-to-bumper traffic. Shit. Group H, Argentina will be my fantasy football team name. Dale. Oye, thank you to everyone that's buying me coffee, even though I'm holding a cup of the smart water right here. But thank you to all you buying me coffee right now. Really appreciate it. You got Tom Brady over here in the all-black suit and tie. Damn, bro, who you trying to slay right now, bro? Got his dog clone. That's kind of weird. Draw hasn't started, by the way, after 80 minutes. I agree. This needed to start at 12:45. At 12:45, That was supposedly when this thing was supposed to start. Okay? And again, folks, just as we're about to start, share the live. Click on the share link feature in the screen in front of you, okay? And invite your friends to watch me. Watch this. Because we're going to be a lot more fun. I'm going to give you direct travel analysis right off the bat. Okay? So share the link now. Let's get these viewership numbers up again, okay? Because I know it's been long. I haven't really sat up all the entire time. I'm also kind of almost falling over in my chair right now because of how long this is taking, all right? Let me go ahead and fix my chair. Let's get ourselves ready to go. We got the draw about to start, all right? Got the draw about to start. It's on Trump time. Seriously. Draw needs to start before my baby's nap time. I totally understand that. I totally sympathize with that. Again, thank you, folks. Vancouver in the house. Thank you for the coffee. Appreciate y'all. Thank you. All right. So, these are the pot 1 teams, of course. This draw is such a joke. Was there ever an update on the public transportation in Miami that I reported? No, there has been no update. Miami has not updated any plans for public transportation whatsoever. That's why they don't want to work with me. Mexico winning the World Cup. We were able to raise enough money to buy the MU crown, and we're still raising money to buy the World Cup trophy. All right. Dale. All right. Checking the text messages, checking all the notes. All right, we're back. Yeah, audio was gone for 20 seconds. We need to change the battery, chat. We need to change the battery because, of course, this thing is going over time that we're having to charge our laptops, charge the batteries. It's insane, chat. It's insane, to say the least. All right? Okay, so we're about to start, right? Like, this cannot possibly take any longer. Again, chat, take the moment now to share this live stream with all your friends, with all your family members. Put it in all of your conversations right now, okay? Right now. All right? I even got a friend right now at the draw itself, and he said this has been pretty random. Oh, my goodness. There's Shaq. Let's go, Heat. These are the 456 countries participating in the Cup. Now we will name them one by one. I mean, I don't know how else to put it, but this has been the longest presentation ever. Here we go. Okay, so we got. Hey, we're about to start right now. Here we go. First country, Brazil in Group C. Brazil is in Group C. And they are going to get one of the only USA travel groups. So that means for you Brazilians, you do not have to travel to either Canada or Mexico. You will be staying in the United States. Your potential cities are either Boston, Philadelphia, New York, Atlanta, or Miami for your 3 games. We will know that tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, when the schedule is revealed. So Brazil will be only in the United States. They will only travel the United States, Brazil. Germany is the next team, Group E, right? No, we don't know if it's Group E, excuse me. So Germany got picked. Remember, Group E is the worst travel group of this World Cup. Group E is the worst travel group. They are in Group E. So German fans, take out your savings because you're going to start either in Philly or Houston, then go to either KC or Toronto, and then come back to Philly and New York City. The Netherlands, Group F. I didn't really have too many notes about Group F. My goodness, already the Germans have been screwed. Brazil travel ban coming in 1 hour. Actually, that might happen because, since Bolsonaro got, thrown into prison for illegally trying to overthrow the democracy in Brazil. So Trumpito might want to come in and ban all the Brazilians. That might happen, actually. Group F, so your cities. The Netherlands might play either Monterrey, Dallas, Monterrey, Houston, Dallas, Kansas City. So that means that Group F game in Monterrey, we're going to see the Dutch in Monterrey. Ahí vamos, Monterrey. Ahí vamos. Group G will be Belgium. Group G is Belgium. So that's Seattle, LA, Vancouver, Seattle. And we got Group H for Spain. So that is Atlanta, Miami. So Group H does not go to Argentina. Argentina will not play 2 home games in Miami. The conspiracy has been dethroned. The Illuminati is not confirmed, chat. The Illuminati is not confirmed. España va a jugar en el Grupo H. España en el Grupo H. Argentina Group I. Oh, my goodness. Are you serious? So that means Colombia cannot be in Group I. Argentina got their way. They will stay in the Northeast. The Argentinians are going to invade Philadelphia, New York, Boston, and Toronto. So that means Colombia will not be in Group I. No other South American team will be in Group I. Unfortunately, Argentina fans, you got a bailout. Just like Milei got $40 billion from Trump. You guys got bailed the F out. You will have the easiest drought. Wait, no. No, they're not in Group I. Excuse me. Group J. Never mind. I take that all back. I take that all back. Colombia can still be Group I. Francia. So Argentina's in Group J. Oh, no, you guys need a bailout. You got the worst travel group. No. You got all the USA travel. Okay. Francia in Group I. So the French, y'all stayed in New York City, baby. Philadelphia, Boston, Toronto. Those are your games, potentially. So Francia in Group I. Argentina not in Group H. Portugal is next. So that means a South American team could still play in Group I. A South American team could still play in Group I. All right, Portugal, where are you going to be at? I thought we were going in order of the groups, but I was wrong about that. Portugal in Group K. Group K. That is potentially Ciudad de Mexico, Houston, Guadalajara, Houston, Atlanta, Miami. Those are the potential cities for Portugal. Which leaves England last for Group L. Their potential games: Dallas, Toronto, match day 1. Toronto, Boston, match day 2. Philadelphia, New York City, match day 3. So a favorable draw, I would say, for England in terms of the cities. That's very favorable. All right. We are showing the screen. We can't show the screen in full, chat. That's why we have to cut in and out. We can't show the full screen because or else the FIFA lawyers come after me. So we're able to show briefly, then it zooms back over to me because, again, I don't want to get sued unless you are an attorney and you want to defend me in court. I mean, you know these FIFA lawyers are crazy, bro. All right, so another interview. We're going to stop the draw, and we're going to review. Okay, so this does give us a moment to review what are the groups. I was trying to type it in, but Brazil is in Group C. You will not be traveling to Canada or Mexico during the group stage. Germany got the worst group in terms of travel, Group E. Okay? Netherlands got Group F. Belgium got Group G. Spain got Group H. So they got 2 games either in Atlanta or 2 games in Miami. It's probably going to be in Miami. France got Group I, which means they're going to stay in the Northeast between Philly, Boston, Toronto, New York. Argentina got Group J, which is another group that is only travel in the United States. And then Portugal Group K, which will have games in Mexico. And Group L will be England. All right? Is that Tom Brady? That is Tom Brady, yo. Rio said we don't go in order because of the 4-4 rules. Got it. Gotcha. The bracket looks heavy on the group G and H already. Yep. I have all Boston games. So, yeah, France might be playing in Boston. Here we go, part 2. Vamos, Colombia. You got so in pot 2 again. These are the countries that are going to be in pot 2. Yeah, guessing the draw is not as rigged as we expected. I guess not, because Argentina didn't land in Group H. Spain did, though. That's a big help. I would say that's a big help for Spain. That they got either Miami or Atlanta as their home games, I think that's a big help. Vamos, Colombia! Colombia could still land in Group I. Colombia could still land in Group I. Winners of H, runners-up J, and winners of J versus runners-up H. Who's in J, H and J? Spain and Argentina. Yep. Vamos Colombia, vamos Colombia. Ojalá que Colombia quede en el grupo I para los colombianos. Eso sería Filadelfia, Nueva York, Boston y Toronto. Nos quedaría súper fácil el viaje para los colombianos si nos sale la suerte en llegar en la grupo I. En la grupo I. Filadelfia, Nueva York, Boston y Toronto, los posibles ciudades. This is the one I've not talked about a lot. Is Iran going to automatically be placed to Group A? Because then, there you go, Korea. That's what's up. Because now, remember, the coach and the PR person from the Iranian soccer team is in attendance at the World Cup draw. Were they able to negotiate with the U.S. government to allow the Iranian team to play in the U.S.? That's what I'm looking forward to right now. That's what we're going to find out. That's what we're going to find out right now. All right? 359 viewers right now. Let's get those numbers up even more so, chat. And let's go Australia. I got a lot of fans from Australia. Shouts to Australia right now, yo. Shouts to Australia, yo. Shouts. All right. Here we go. Part 2, chat. This is where it starts getting interesting. Let's go. Vamos a ver. You already see that the games are already set up, okay? So A3, A3 for Mexico. I've been saying if Iran gets thrown out of the U.S., they will land in Group A. So we shall see if the political intrigue has happened, or was Iran able to negotiate a deal with the U.S. government. So we got Shaq over here. Let's go, Shaq. Let's see what's up. Come on now. Oh, Korea Republic gets picked first. We have to see where they land. So Korea Republic is in Group A with Mexico. They're in the Mexico group. That means Iran must have negotiated something. That means Mexico, Korea, in Guadalajara, game number 2 for Mexico. In Guadalajara, Mexico, South Korea. Switzerland, are they going to go in Group B? Is that what that's going to be? Ah, man, let's go. Is Switzerland in Group B? Or are they going to go into Group C? No, they're going to go into Group B. Okay. So Canada's third game will be against Switzerland, and that could be the game to decide whether they go into the round of 32 or not. Next team. It cannot be a South American team if it's Brazil. It cannot be a South American team. There cannot be 2 South American teams there. Morocco, Brazil. Woo! Yo, I think Morocco got Brazil. I'm willing to bet Morocco beats Brazil. Brazil's not doing too good right now. Oof. Oh my! Are they going to Group C? They're going to Group C. Oh my God, Morocco, Brazil. That is going to be cinema. That is going to be cinema, bro. That could be already the group of death. That could be the group of death. Wow. USA, who's playing USA? Australia, wow! The USA gets bailed out. USA gets bailed out. They're playing Australia, the opener. The opener at SoFi Stadium, United States versus Australia. USA versus the Aussies, home opener at SoFi. Wow, the USA got locked out. That could have been something. Please, not Colombia. That will be a very difficult travel group. That will be a very difficult travel group for Colombia. Ecuador, ¡ay, carajo! Ecuador les tocó el grupo más difícil para viajar en este mundial, el grupo E. Y ahora les toca jugar contra Alemania. Wow. No, the USA definitely dodged the bullet right there. Again, Group E, para mis ecuatorianos, es el peor grupo para viajar. Es el peor grupo. Ok, vamos a ver, Grupo F, ¿quién va a jugar contra Holanda? ¡Japón! Oh, man, that's a good game. Ese sí es buen partido. Ese sí va a ser buen partidazo. Wow. Japan against the Netherlands. Yo, we're cooking. We are cooking with these groups. Group G es Belgium. Si queda Colombia en el grupo G, yo creo que sería un grupo bien fácil. Belgica's not playing that good. I think we could take on the Belgians. Oh, Iran. Wow. Is that a bailout for Belgium or for Iran? That's a good question. So that means Iran is coming to the United States. No travel ban for Iran, at least for the team. They are traveling in the United States. That's Group G. They're going to be in Seattle, maybe. Vancouver, maybe. Vancouver, LA, Seattle. So they're going to be in the West Coast. Iran, you're going to be on the West Coast. Who's playing Group H? Is Colombia. Colombia could be in this group. It'll be good for Miami. No, Uruguay! No! You both took that from Colombia. Uruguay got potentially 2 games in Atlanta or 2 games in Miami, and then they got Guadalajara or Houston. Wow, they are playing España, Uruguay. That is a good game. I got to give it to them. Colombia, que sea Colombia Group I. Vamos, Colombia. Can it be Colombia Group I here in the Northeast? I got 46,000 Amtrak points to burn. I got 46,000 Amtrak points to burn. Dale, Colombia. Dale, Colombia. No! No! Damn it! Senegal with France. That's actually a repeat of the 2002 World Cup match. Senegal beat France 1-0. Wow. Wow. Senegal, you got the easy travel group. Group I. Wow. Incredible. It cannot be Colombia in Group J. It cannot be Colombia in Group J. Se lo estoy diciendo una vez because that's Argentina's group. So it cannot be Colombia if he draws Colombia. Austria is playing against Argentina. Oh, man, I think the Austrians are like, really, my guys? So that means Colombia is either Group K or Group L, which Colombia could be playing in Mexico if they land in Group K, or if they land in Group L, they would still have favorable games here in the Northeast. So it's either way a win for travel for Colombia. Colombia could be traveling to Mexico or in the Northeast USA. Vamos a ver. Colombia contra Portugal. Let's go. Let's make that the Azteca. Portugal, Colombia, the Azteca. Let's go. Let's make it happen there. Wow. Wow, Ronaldo versus Luchito Diaz. Vamos, Colombia. Jesus, that is going to be fantastic. That is going to be cinema right there. So Group K, para mis colombianos sería Ciudad de México o Houston en la primera fecha. Luego Guadalajara, Houston, y luego Atlanta, Miami. Entonces de pronto ponen Colombia en el partido de Miami, de pronto el de Houston, y luego el de Ciudad de México contra Portugal, me imagino. Y luego sería England, Croatia. That's another good one right there. That's another good one. Croatia, England rematch. That is a rematch right there. That is a rematch of the last World Cup, if I'm not mistaken. Wow. Last World Cup of 2018. I can't quite remember. Hey, this has gotten really good in 2 seconds. This has gotten super fantastic in 2 seconds. Okay, let's take our breath here. Let's take our collective breath here right now. Chat, what do we think? I think that Brazil-Morocco game is cinema. I think that Brazil-Morocco game is going to be the game of the group stage so far. That is going to be fantastic right there. And I think Morocco, this is Morocco's opportunity to put their flag on the soccer world and knock off Brazil. Oh, my goodness, bro. This is insane. Buffalo, dale. Dale, qué tristeza. No, mira. Colombia le quedó bien. Colombia le quedó bien because they're gonna maybe have at least one game in Mexico, either in Guadalajara or in Azteca. You would assume the Portugal-Colombia game is going to be at the Azteca. I think that's a good bet. Colombia-Portugal and La Azteca. I think that's going to be it. Group of death might be K. It depends on the other two teams. Mexico versus South Korea. We brothers. I know, right? Yeah, what's up? Y'all can wait to the camera right now. We're doing the Travel Football Fan live stream. We got the fans right here watching the draw here. Over here at 1360 Oakey Street Northeast. This is being sponsored by Guerrilla FC. Saturday's football. Where is football? And of course, yours truly, Travel Football Fan. All right, we're going to go ahead into part 3. Now is when we really start finding out where is the group of death going to be, okay? Colombia le gana a Portugal. Hey, drop your scores. Morocco, I think, beats Brazil. Drop your predictions in the chat. I think Morocco beats Brazil y Colombia le gana a Portugal. I think so. Colombia le ganaba a Portugal. Colombia semifinal, papi. Colombia semifinal. So, Colombia could be playing, again, full schedule tomorrow, pero Colombia could be playing either in Ciudad de Mexico or Houston, match day 1, match day 2, Guadalajara or Houston, match day 3, Atlanta or Miami. I'm assuming FIFA's going to put Colombia with that Miami game, and then Portugal-Colombia would sell out Azteca. That would absolutely sell out Azteca. So I'm assuming Colombia will play Ciudad de Mexico, luego Houston, y luego Miami. I think that's Colombia's pathway. We will confirm that tomorrow in my other live stream, 9 a.m. Eastern as well. Okay? I think that's what's going to happen. Okay? All right. Here you go. Part 3. This is where we start deciding who is in the group of death. So Iran will play in the West Coast. That I know for sure. As I was able to look it off. All right. Iran is indeed playing in the United States. They are playing in the West Coast. Iran is playing in the West Coast. I'm worried the USA were getting Norway. USA could get Norway, but right now, back to Group A, Part 3. Here we go. Everyone's team to avoid, Norway. Oh, South Africa. That is A2. If I'm not mistaken, Mexico va a empezar. A2, they play. Yo creo que Mexico, South Africa, and Azteca, I think, for the third match. Because I think it's 8. A ver. Yeah, Korea will play Mexico in Guadalajara. If it's 8-2, yo creo que Mexico termina con Sudáfrica in el Azteca, if I'm not mistaken. Repeat of the 2010 matchup where they tied 1-1, and that was the home opener for South Africa, too. A favorable group for Mexico. I think this is a good group for Mexico. Qatar. Oh, Qatar got sent to Canada. Canada got it easy. Wow. I think that game is in Vancouver, if I'm not mistaken. I think B3, B4 in Vancouver, if I'm not mistaken. I forgot exactly how that one went, if I'm not mistaken. Canada against Qatar was a very favorable draw for the Canadians. Let me see here. That Paraguay with Group C. No. It cannot be Group C. That's Brazil. So that means it's going to go to Group D. USA, Paraguay. USA, Paraguay. So that means USA will play Paraguay in Seattle. USA is playing Paraguay in Seattle. South Africa, Mexico will play South Africa Mexico will play South Africa. Mexico will play at Azteca. Yes. So Paraguay goes to Group D. So that means USA will play Paraguay as the. Is that the home opener? No, that's not the home opener. No, excuse me. USA will play Australia in Seattle. The home opener is USA Paraguay. I got that confused. I think USA Paraguay is the home opener. If I'm not mistaken, USA Paraguay, I think it's the home opener for USA. Yeah, USA has a very easy group so far. Chat, can you confirm that? USA Paraguay, I think, is the home opener. Germany, Ivory Coast, Ecuador. Uy, carajo, ese es un grupo de muerte. Uy, carajo, that's a group of death right there for Ecuador. Oof. Just like what happened in Qatar. Ecuador lost against Senegal. Now you got to play another African team in the Ivory Coast. What an easy group for the USA. This has been rigged for the USA. Tunisia will go to Group C, right? No, Tunisia cannot go to Group C because that's also an African team, because that's Morocco. Cannot. Yeah, so they have to go to Group F. Japan, Netherlands, Tunisia. Yes, USA Paraguay is the home opener confirmed. The home opener for Azteca is what? It was against A3, right? So that would be Mexico, South Africa. So we got the repeat of the 2010 home opener then, right? Mexico, South Africa, right? I think that is the home opener for Mexico. Egypt will go to Group G. Con Belgica and Iran. So we're getting a little bit of a rivalry there. All right. Yeah, USA Paraguay. Those tickets are going to be mad expensive for the Paraguayans. That's for sure. So Belgium, Egypt, Iran. Again, if I'm not mistaken, the home opener for Azteca, the home opener of the World Cup, Mexico, South Africa, if I'm not mistaken. Or would it be Korea? Scotland. Where's Scotland going? Mexico versus Korea is the home opener? Okay, so it's Mexico, Korea, the home opener. Okay. Okay, Mexico, Korea is the home opener. Got it. So that means Brazil, Morocco, Scotland. Wow. Wow, Scotland. Oof. I thought Mexico, South Africa would have been the first game, but it might be Korea. But I thought it was... No, A3 was going to be the Guadalajara second game. So I think it's South Africa, home opener. So... Scotland goes to Group C with Brazil and Morocco. That's already the group of death. Jesus, Scotland got put up with two juggernauts right there. Saudi Arabia is going to Group H. Oh, come on. The only advantage Saudi Arabia has in Group H is potentially if they play in Miami, one of those games, in the hot weather. Other than that, they go to Guadalajara. So Saudi Arabia will be going to Guadalajara because I don't see them going to Houston. I know Scotland, damn, Scotland got screwed up. Algeria, they will not go to Group I. They will go to Group J with Argentina and Austria. Oof. Oof. Yeah, Scotland got messed up big time. Wow. Scotland got messed up big time, chat. I don't know what to tell you. Scotland got messed up big time. Algeria is with Argentina and Austria. I think that's a tough group right there. Oof. Scotland is with the same teams they had in '98, Brazil, Morocco. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Uzbekistan will be in Group I. France, Senegal, Uzbekistan. Well, the easiest treble group will have some very interesting teams to follow. That's for sure. That's for sure. It'll be France, it'll be Senegal, and it'll be Uzbekistan. I don't think that's an easy group for France. Senegal's a good team. Uzbekistan, first-time World Cup participants. So that's not a... Oh, no, wait. They go to... No, wait. They go to Group K. Why not Group I? I'm not sure why, but Uzbekistan, Colombia, that's winnable. That's winnable. That's winnable for Colombia right there. Panama and Norway left. Panama has to go to Group L. That means France, Senegal, Norway, Group I. Group L, so Panama is playing England again. I don't know why Uzbekistan couldn't be in Group I. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why that was not the case. So Panama is playing England again, and they have to play Croatia. Damn. Panama, Papi, Miguel, are you online? Let's go duro. And then France, Norway, Senegal. That is also group of death. I'm sorry. Holland against Mbappe, bro. Let's go. MetLife Stadium. That has to be a game at MetLife Stadium. Mbappe against Holland. That is crazy. Bro, that is crazy. France, Senegal is a nice game, too. Damn. Damn. Holland against Mbappe, bro. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, Mbappe versus Holland. My goodness, that is going to be an amazing game, to say the least. Oh, my God. Miguel, I'm so sorry, papi. I'm so sorry, pero les tocó contra Inglaterra y Croacia, bro. Panama's going to get wrecked again. Sorry, panameños. Les quedó durísimo, papi. No joda. Oh, my God. Les quedó duro, bro. Damn. Oh, my God. Mientras tanto, Colombia got Uzbekistan. I'm not saying Uzbekistan's easy, but it should be a winnable game. No, I don't mean Holland. I mean Holland. Okay? Sorry, English was not my first language. And these names are Norwegian. What the heck do you expect? Everyone's trying to avoid Bolivia. How about that nonsense? That's right. We got 6 spots here that are intercontinental playoffs or European playoffs. Oh, my God. Everyone's trying to avoid Bolivia. Yeah, I got you. Messi and Miami are round 32 M86, maybe. What's up with Uzbekistan switch? I don't know why the Uzbekistan switch happened. Wait, what happened? Oh, we got buffering going on. Uh-oh, there we go. We back. We back, chat. We back. Oh, my God. Yo. This is crazy, chat. This is crazy, bro. Yeah, Mexico, South Africa is the opening game of the World Cup. Again, repeat of the 2010 World Cup. Taking some selfies right here as well. I think Ghana is the most dangerous team in Group 4, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, USA got the USA got the balls with the names on the back of the balls, probably because USA got a very easy group. Hey man, you knew Trump was gonna rig this. You know Trump was gonna rig it. Paraguay and Australia, are you serious? If the USA cannot get out of that group in first place, they are a disaster. The USA has to get out of that group in first place. Paraguay and Australia, and potentially one of these teams, the only way that USA gets screwed up here in this draw is if Ghana lands in that group with the United States. Then it becomes an interesting group, in my opinion. Haití versus Colombia, vamos a ver. Even though that's not a really good game for all the politics that's been happening between the two countries, unfortunately. Oh, my goodness. I think Colombia could take on Uzbekistan. I think Colombia could easily beat Uzbekistan. Canada has it easy. Canada has an easy group, too. I'm not going to say they don't, all right? Imagine if Haiti gets Group I. I mean, that'd be good for the Haitians. No, let's give love to the Haitians, y'all. I want some love for the Haitians. All right, let's go. Haiti cannot be in Group A, B, or D. So we know that right off the bat. Because they're a North American team. Nor could any one of the 2 playoff teams of the Intercontinental Playoff be in A, B, or D, because it could be Jamaica, it could be Suriname. So they cannot land in A, B, or D. So it's going to get a little bit complicated right now. I think the USA will get a European playoff team. I think so. I think that is totally possible. Vamos a ver. So, a Republic of Ireland. Is that Group A? Oye, les quedó fácil a México. I think this is an easy group for Mexico. I think if Mexico can win this group, maybe they finish second with Korea ahead of them in goals. But yeah, that is a Group A team So it's either Denmark, Macedonia, Czech Republic, or Republic of Ireland in the group of Group A. Maybe do we see the Irish and Mexico? I would like to see the Irish and Mexico. La Brigada de San Patricio. La Brigada de San Patricio for all my Irish viewers out there. Thank you so much. We just cracked over 400 viewers right now. If we can get up to 500, that'd be amazing. Another playoff. Italy, Northern Ireland, Wales, Bosnia. Is that going to Canada's group? We might have Italy versus Canada if Italy can make it out of there. That might be group, yep, that is Group B. So we might have Canada play against Italy, or Northern Ireland, or Wales, or Bosnia and Herzegovina in Group B with Qatar and Switzerland and Canada. If Italy makes it, that got complicated for Canada. If Italy doesn't make it, I think that's a very winnable group for Canada. Granted, that's a very winnable group for Switzerland, in my opinion. Oh, wow. Haiti against Brazil. Haiti against Morocco. Haiti against Scotland. Jesus. Damn, Haiti. That's some tough-ass games right there for my Haitians. Shit, that is a tough group for Haiti. Let's go USA. They cannot, Curaçao cannot be in Group D. Curaçao cannot be in Group D. They're going to end up going to Group E with Germany, Ivory Coast, and Ecuador. I mean, that's basically a Dutch second team. So that's not, Curaçao is not going to be an easy team to beat. Yeah, Curaçao is going to go to Germany, Ivory Coast, Ecuador. Okay. Oh, Haiti, I'm so sorry for y'all, man. Y'all gotta go up against Brazil and Morocco? Golly. That is insane. That is insane, to say the least. All right, what we got? Okay, so it could be either Iraq, Bolivia, Suriname. That cannot go to Group D because of Paraguay. That cannot go to Group D because of Paraguay. Because if Bolivia wins out, they would be with Paraguay. That cannot happen. So they would go to Group F? Japan, hold on. Bolivia, Suriname, and Iraq. They would go to Group F. No, Group I? Are you serious? Wow. Wow. Group I, wow. Wow. Cabo Verde for the United States. Trump rigged this for the United States. There is no way the United States gets that easy of a group. There is no way the United States the USA just got bailed out. No, wait. They go to Group H? Why not Group T? What is going on with this order? Spain, Cape Verde, Uruguay, Saudi Arabia. Wow. Los Uruguayos must be happy right now. Spain must be really happy right now. I thought Cabo Verde was going to go to the USA group. Not going to lie. Oh, yeah? Español? Yo, le salió con las suyas, bro. No, le salió con las suyas, bro. You guys got a good group. We got a fan from Spanish fan in the house. All right, who's next? Turkey, Romania, Slovakia, or Kosovo. European playoff winner. That could be Group D, right? Because it's all European. That could be Group D. I would see no reason why it would not be Group D. Yep. So the United States ends up with a very favorable group. Very favorable. Rigged. We're calling it Illuminati confirmed for the United States. They got a very easy group. If they can't win that group, they ain't never win nothing. Or Albania. I would love Albania, but I want Ukraine as well. So that could be Group F, if I'm not mistaken. Group D, the pot of cheese. Yeah, that's a very easy group. That's a group of life. There you go. That's a playoff team right there with Japan and Tunisia. I think Japan, Netherlands takes that group rather easily, in my honest opinion. Tunisia and the playoff team will be fighting for that third place spot. Cisjordania. They will be group not J because that is 2 Asian teams. That's not group G. Yeah, group J. Argentina, Algeria, Austria, Cisjordania. That's Argentina's group right there. Very winnable group for Argentina, to say the least. So maybe we can confirm some Illuminati for Argentina as well. Yeah. I mean, yeah, unless Turkey takes that playoff group for the USA group, that's the easy group for the United States. I agree. Who's the next team? Congo or Jamaica versus New Caledonia. That could be Group G. Colombia is looking to get a very easy group to start. It all depends. Colombia might get a very easy group, but where does this playoff team go? Would that go to group not G? Yeah! Colombia will get the winner of the Democratic Republic of Congo versus probably Jamaica. That should be winnable for Colombia. Colombia could be winning Group J, at least finish second. Dale, le quedó bien para Colombia. Le quedó bien para Colombia. Le quedó bien para Colombia. Te estoy diciendo de una vez, le quedó súper bien para Colombia. So now the next team. Ghana will not go to Group G because Egypt is there. That will go to Group L. England, Panama, Croatia, Ghana. That is the group. So Belgium, Egypt, Iran, New Zealand. I think that's the group of life. That's the group of life right there. Iran can finish second. Egypt can finish second. New Zealand can finish second, I think. It really depends on the strength of those teams. So, there is the draw, mi gente. There is the World Cup draw. We are done. We are done with the World Cup draw. Wow. We are done. Ladies and gentlemen, the World Cup begins. The hype, the speculation, everything begins now. Everything begins now, mi gente. Can New Zealand go undefeated again? I mean, they might be able to go undefeated again because, I mean, why not? The USA did get an easy group unless Turkey wins the playoff. Then it gets a little dicey, in my opinion. Yep. Of course. Chat, we're not done yet. We got a little bit more coverage to go. All right? We got a little bit more coverage to go. I do have the interview with the BBC as well coming up, which I'll probably have to take from my phone at this point. But we shall see. I think, thank you. I want to give a quick shout out to DMV Sports Media for helping me broadcast this event here, for helping broadcast the watch party over here with Saturday's football, with Where is Football and Guerrilla FC. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Oh, my goodness. All right, mi gente, and leave it in the comments. Who do you think is the group of death? Who's the group of life? I think the group of life, if I'm not mistaken, that group of life is that Belgium group because Iran could finish second. I think that's a group of life. I think the USA home openers versus Paraguay, if I'm not mistaken, because that's pot 3. Then they will play Australia and Seattle, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, right? USA, I think, will open against Paraguay. The game against Australia is in Seattle, more than likely. Dale, bro. I see you in a bit. All right. Chat, give me 2 seconds right here. Here we go. Go on mute. Chat, give me 2 seconds right here. I got to answer the call from the BBC. Hi, Chloe. Oh, hi there. Sorry? Okay, now make sure to be looking at the camera right here. That? Like that? Still got. Can we switch onto my feed and then just kind of give like a quick goodbye? I know a lot of people have left already, so. Folks, for those of you that are still here. Oh, okay. Audio good? All right, mic check. Okay. Folks, thank you for those of you that stayed on. I really appreciate it. That call with the BBC took a lot longer than expected. But again, we are 188 days to go to the start of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. The home opener, the tournament opener, if I'm not mistaken, Mexico versus South Africa, a repeat of 2010. That should be a win for Mexico. But yeah, I think USA, very favorable group. I think as much as I disagree with Alexi Lalas, I think he is correct, and I agree with his assessment that if the U.S. does not win that group, that is a disaster for the United States. I think Canada is also going to feel very, very happy with their group to get Switzerland. Switzerland is a tough team, but Qatar, and then if it's not Italy in that playoff, I think they'll be happy. If it's Italy, it might get a little bit dicey, but I think they should be able to come through at least second place in their group there. Of course, they would be incentivized to win that group so they could stay at BC Place in Vancouver. Chat, this was the biggest event to date that we've had with this channel on this socials. We peaked, I think, at about over 400 viewers. Right now, we almost have 100 viewers. Thank you all so much. From the bottom of my heart, muchas gracias a todos ustedes, no joda, that you guys decided to watch my stream as opposed to that buffoonery that we were cutting into in and out for the show there. Folks, there's going to be another live stream tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern. The full schedule gets revealed, okay? 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific. So Pacific, folks, going to have to wake up early, get some cafecito going. Y'all know how to support me now. Buy me a coffee. Buy me a coffee. Let's get you some coffee too, all right? BuyMeACoffee.com/TravelFutbolFan. Of course, you also got my website, TravelFutbolFan.com. Go check out all the ways that you can support my work. Get yourself a credit card. Get ready to buy those plane tickets. And book those consultations with me. If you need help with your organizing your travels now, that we almost know, we will fully know tomorrow, but we will almost know where we are expected to go. Hey, you know, time to start looking at those consultations. Ask for Santa Claus for money and nothing else. Maybe a loyalty account number or something like that, all right? Mi gente, muchas gracias. I'm looking at the comments right here. Well done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do you think they give Missy the opening game in San Francisco or Kansas City? That might be. That's a good question. We'll see tomorrow. Nice presentation. Thank you, folks. Again, thank you, thank you, thank you. I think we're good to end the stream right now. Adiós, pues, mi gente. Vamos, Colombia. Nos vamos para México. Dale, wifey. Nos vamos para México. Adiós, pues. Muchas gracias.